Well, this little episode was off the hook. Everybody just jumping up and getting in each other's face and being drunk and carrying on. Let's talk about it. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey y'all, thanks for clicking on the video. This is my review for Basketball Wives LA Season 6, Episode 7. We start right off with Brandy that showed up. Now, you know what? Malaysia, you was out of order. You were out of order. You brought her. You knew it was going to be some shit, and it was. Brandy showed up looking gorgeous. She did. She looked absolutely stunning. She did. Face was on, hair was on, outfit was on. She looked beautiful. But they were paying her complete and utter fucking dust. Shawnee, Evelyn, and Tammy got up and left. She goes outside. See this, and that's where the issue comes. Because if they'd have broke out the fighting, Malaysia them was wrong. Because they got up and left. They got up and left, and y'all followed them outside. Then Brandy, you was all in their face. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, if I think enough of the situation to get up and walk out, please don't follow me and be in my face. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to snap your neck at that point. But she was all in their face. None of y'all ain't going to say nothing to me. What are y'all jealous? Do I make y'all nervous? I'm like, you doing the most, Brandy. But whatever. Then they did the whole little thing, and they all stayed behind. Them 3 left. They actually even left Bonnie Jill. I didn't understand why she didn't leave with them, because she's actually their friend. Whatever. But they left Bonnie Jill. They left, they were all there together. Sanaya. 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 Let's just talk about Sanaya. Sanaya is a drunk bitch. I would go nowhere. I would walk out my door to that stop sign that's out on my corner with Sanaya. That's a drunken bitch. She sat up there, and she's one of those people who get drunk, and they're like, she's like a nasty drunk. Shut up. And you shut up. Talking all smart to people. I was like, When she told Bonnie Jill to shut up, and Bonnie Jill was looking at her like, black bitch, don't get it fucked up now. I was like, oh, she's one of them old nasty drunks. Then she got up from the table when they was telling her, okay, girl, we called you an Uber. It's time for you to go. And I thought she had on like a body stocking thing. Her dress, she had a skirt on, and the skirt was hiked up from where she was sitting. And I guess she had opened up her legs. She's acting real ghetto, and her skirt had just slid all the way up, and her butt was all the way out. Those are actual stockings. I was like, wow. And it was funny because Brandy had said something about, had made reference to how big she was. I didn't really notice it until literally when she was walking down the street with Asia a little bit later. Sanaya is a motherfucking Amazon. She is huge. Like huge. Big titties, big hips, big bitch. That bitch is huge. I said that bitch is every bit of 6 foot. Every bit of 6 foot. But she was stumbling and carrying on, and she was just the best. She's all nasty with the waiter and stuff. I was like, get her drunken ass out of here. But they did. They took her on off to wherever. And it was so funny because when they were like, so now the plus ones are inviting more plus ones? I was like, oh, y'all so shady. Shady. Anyway, later on after that, like when they got back, Evelyn and Shawnee went out to brunch. And they talked about, how much, some of the stuff that went on, and the fact that it's always some shit when it comes to Jackie. The Jackie is just always in some shit. I kind of laughed at that. After that, we saw Kiana, Kristen, and Jackie went to like a place to do pottery. They did like a pottery date. Jackie being all nasty as usual. She's nasty bitch. Nasty and dykey. She's always Nasty is so preoccupied with pussy. I just don't understand her. But anyway, Kristen basically was telling Jackie, how she kind of felt. Like, I felt some type of way. You lied to me. Then I didn't feel as though you had my back, really. And I just wanted to say, that's just not, I don't like the way I felt. And I want to address it. And Jackie got all rowdy, bow with her. And just was out of order. And I thought Kristen was right. I was definitely on Kristen's side with this. Jackie was trying to do too much. Kristen got up and went and washed her hands. She didn't even argue no further, and she fucking left. Now that's the shit. Now that's how you win that type of argument, because she wasn't gonna pop Jackie or nothing, so she just got the fuck up, left that bitch talk, and Jackie was just as worked. She's like, that bitch just left. I said, girl, she let you have it. She let you have it. Now the thing is, how you really win that, Kristen, is now you don't ever speak to Jackie again. Because that's how that works. That's how you let a bitch have it. Get up in the middle of the conversation. That's cute. And you walk out. And then you never speak to that bitch again. I wouldn't give a fuck what happened, who died, and what funeral we might have been at, or what church we was at. You still don't speak to that bitch again. That's how you win. Fuck you. You don't even exist no more. You old crazy bitch. But they're going to speak again. She walked on out. And then Kiana started adding her 2 cents to it. So, why she walk all out? This, that, and the other shit. Kiana, mind your business. Mind your business. It didn't even have nothing to do with you. And you sound stupid like Jackie. Anyway, moving on. Chris, that was like one for Kristen. Anyway, so earlier I said I was talking about Aja. And not Aja, her name is Asia. Asia. It's spelled like Aja, but it's Asia. Asia and Sanaya were together. And they were, talking. And come to find out, them two are friends. And basically, the two of them are just two mean bitches, is what they are. They are just mean. They're hateful. And Asia kept on talking, and we found out that, her and Kristen are half-sisters, but she actually really hates her. She does not care for her at all. She talks about the fact that their mothers don't like each other. And she's like, well, what would make her think that we would get along? Our mothers don't get along, and that's just stupid. But whatever. So she really doesn't like her, and it's a shame, but I see this more times than not with sisters. You would think sisters are always close, but to be some bullshit. A lot of jealousy and shit going on. And she divulged at that time that Kristen had a abortion, not a miscarriage, that she voluntarily had an abortion. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, that doesn't make sense to me. Because why would she abort the baby? She already has a baby by this guy. And he ain't married to her, and she ain't really, she's not being very forcible as far as him marrying her. She's okay with the no type of life that she got. So why would there be an issue about having another baby? So I don't believe that. I just think that Asia is toxic, and she needs to be watched. She's something else. She's a piece of work. Got family members like that. But anyway, so that's what's going on. Of course, Shania went and told that right away. She told it to Jackie. And that was it. That's all you needed to do. Once you told Jackie, everybody in the world knows at that point. Jackie saw she's having this woman's body consciousness party or whatever. So she's inviting everybody. Evelyn and Jackie went to get the cake. And the cake, Jackie wants the cake to be a naked woman's body and this, that, and the other, and all of this attention on the coochie. I said, here we go again. Damn, Jackie's such a dyke. But anyway, and Evelyn just kind of is looking at her like, girl, you got a lot going on at him. Said, yeah, I wouldn't be sitting nowhere with her with my legs open. Anyway. Then we had Tammy and Reggie. They sat down. They talked. Tammy was trying to do this stuff. She going to do a stripper dance for Reggie. He going to say, you can't do none of that, child. Tammy got the twerk. He going to say, okay, all right, enough. Then want the camera to see that your wife can really get down with it at him. But they were talking. It was a good scene. She spoke to him about possibly using a surrogate. And it was so funny because Reggie just knows Tammy ain't got no damn sense. He says, well, what happens if this be like one of them situations where the surrogate wants to steal the baby? She said, because ain't no big deal. That ain't going to happen. He's like, but it could happen. She said, no, because I will cut her. I was like, I know that's right, Tammy. So I just kind of laughed at that. That's probably, she said she's 46. That might end up being the way that Tammy ends up going because she's had so much turmoil on her body. She suffered 3 miscarriages. It's kind of rough. But anyway, once Tammy got a hold of that information about the abortion versus the miscarriage, she said she had to talk to Evelyn. And she knew that Evelyn would feel some kind of way about that. And she did. Like she said, we try to be cool with this girl. We've suffered, I think each of them have had 3 miscarriages each. And they're like, we crying with her, and this bitch, you sitting up perpetrating a fraud. We didn't have miscarriages, but you just threw your baby in the river. You know what I mean? No, we would have been crying for you, Argentina. So they were feeling some kind of way, and they were saying, we're going to talk to her. We're going to approach her about it. I don't know that I would. I just kind of, one, I don't believe it. But anyway, I just, it's like, okay, I mean, it is what it is. It'll come out. But anyway. So that same day, where Tammy and Evelyn were sitting, they had Kristen. Kristen ended up coming in a little bit later, and that's when they started talking to her. And they were asking her about things, and she stood in the things that she said, the things that her sister told them, that she called them the gold girls, that they were some old bitches. She said, I didn't say all that. Now, I did call y'all the golden girls because y'all are older, And she's like, and I didn't mean it in a bad way like that. She said, I was saying, I got to bump my game up. I'm going to hang out with the Golden Girls. I wasn't trying to tear y'all down. I wasn't doing that. But she admitted she stood in it. And then when she dropped that other piece on her, she was like, no, she's lying. And this is war. I'm going to get her ass. Her and Jackie. I'm going to get them bitches. I'm going to get them. I said, here we go. So that's kind of where we left off with the show. That Kristen's on the warpath, honey. And I see it. I see it. And that sister really deserves it. That sister, I probably wouldn't have no words for her. When I see Asia, because she didn't even seem shocked that Asia did that. So I could tell Asia probably does some shit like that in the past. I would probably just punch Asia in the mouth. It wouldn't even be no chit chat. I'd rearrange all her motherfucking furniture is what I would do for Asia. But anyway, all right. So I will talk to you guys next week. All right. Bye, guys.